Hello, and welcome to Rising Phoenix, where you can find information, tools, and hope for everyday mental health struggles. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to be talking about how to improve communication in your relationships. This might seem counterintuitive to some or obvious to others, but if you want to improve your communication in your relationships, start with listening. Or should I say, active listening. Every person has a filter that they perceive the world through, like glasses that you wear that make some things clear but other things blurry. Or maybe they make everything look a bit blue. And everyone's filter is different based on many factors like genetics, present mood and mindset, and past experiences. And what this filter means for our communication is that when someone else is speaking, we may not hear what they are intending to communicate because our filter distorted it in some way. Many, if not most, misunderstandings in communication result from this dynamic. Active listening is the act of communicating with others what you are hearing them say. When you actively listen to others, you tell them the filtered version of what you hear. This allows you to do two things: to show the person speaking that you're listening, and to clear up any misunderstandings right away. With active listening, it can be helpful to ask questions after expressing what you hear the other person say. This could be as simple as checking to make sure you are understanding correctly, as in, did I get that right? Or it can be even better to ask open-ended questions to dig a little deeper, like, could you tell me more about that? Or, then what happened? This shows the other person that you are engaged. Speaking of being engaged, body language is also an important factor. You want to make sure that your body language communicates that you are interested in what the other person is communicating. In the context of most Western relationships, this will mean making eye contact, avoiding fidgeting or crossing your arms, which communicate disinterest, and maybe nodding your head. Keep in mind that people from cultures outside of the US might not make as much eye contact, or they may have other ways of communicating that they're listening. Another way of taking your listening to the next level is to practice the skill of empathy. Empathy is communicating or reflecting back the emotions that someone is feeling. You can do this by using the simple verbal formula, you feel because, where you would fill in the blanks with the emotion the person seems to be feeling and why they are feeling this way. So, for example, you're feeling hurt because your sister called you a nincompoop. Using empathy can add another layer of depth to your communication and understanding of the person you're talking to. So here's an example of what active listening might sound like. Let's say you're having a conversation with your friend Bartholomew, and he tells you, "Aw man, I had a rough day at work." You might respond with, "Oh, I'm sorry your day was hard. What happened?" He might continue by saying, "My boss never listens to me. I ended up having to do twice as much work because he didn't listen when I told him it wouldn't work to do it the way he said." To which you might respond, "Wow, that sounds really aggravating and exhausting when your boss doesn't respect you." And Bartholomew might respond with, "Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not that he doesn't respect me. He's just set in his ways, I guess. Anyway, thanks for listening to me vent." So, there you have it, active listening. If you can practice active listening in your relationships, and especially use it in the important relationships in your life, I bet it will significantly improve your communication. That's the end of the video for today. I hope it was helpful and informative. If so, please take a moment to like the video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to drop a note in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, tell me. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, you're not alone, and you are loved. And as Christopher Robin says, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Take care.